And just to reiterate what we're doing from last time, so we're going to go through all the different categories we have at the bottom here.
Give a letter grade
for each one. And then after we finish with a team, we will put them into a tier list where we will rank all of the MLB teams. All right, well, let's start off.
So the Orioles.
So just
okay,
the name.
so what is...
It is a bird.
It's a bird.
Yeah.
It's just a bird. Okay.
Hey, it's not just a bird.
Baltimore.
It's an orange bird.
Okay, an orange bird. Baltimore Orioles. I'm reading it. I'm hearing it. We've mentioned that we don't generally love animals because they can be kind of cliche and feel very high schooly, but the Orioles do not.
Yeah.
So
I would go either B or B plus.
I like B plus for this. I'm a fan of the Orioles. That sounds good. We haven't been very kind to colors like this.
We have not. I do like the orange and black look though more than most.
Orange and black is one of the best combinations you can do with just
a color look,
black and something else. But it's still not good because you only have two logo.
I like that guy.
I that looks very clean. It's very recognizable.
A lot,
I'm
but
down for an A minus.
I think it could be. Like, I don't look at that and say like that's one of the coolest logos I've seen, but like it's very good. So, what in the world is that guy?
He really likes wiffle balls. The reason why he's actually doing that is because someone actually did kick the mascot in that area, and then afterwards that was like his revenge, I guess, like doing that type of pose, celebrating it.
But I don't think it's better than a C minus. So
I think that's fair.
So every MLB team is limited to 5 uniforms. Not all of them take advantage of it, but yeah, there's 4 normal ones, home away, 2 alternates, and then City Connect is like the new group of jerseys they're trying to give to every team.
So why do they all have buttons on their uniforms?
I mean, baseball has more formal origins.
I might just go a B.
Yeah,
because the hats are pretty
I
clean.
do like the hats.
These are pretty clean, but a little boring. And I think we can do better. But it's solid. It's reasonable. It's good.
Yeah.
And then we have a new category, minor league teams.
Sure.
I think I did this like an A plus, this like a B plus, and these like B minuses. So overall, like a B plus, A minus. Like these are all pretty solid.
I'm good with the B plus. I'm more harsh on the Iron Birds than you are because that looks like a PBS cartoon.
That's middle B. It feels like
I think
to me.
so. I think Orioles solid B.
But like if you made a team called the Red Sox now, people would just laugh at
that'd
you.
Be a bad team name.
And
so
yeah, I think for that reason, I'm pretty harsh at like D plus.
I was thinking D plus.
This is okay.
Well, this is the ones that
red, blue, and white. We've
been pretty harsh on these.
You hate America.
We sure, yeah.
Yeah, the Thing kind of mascots. I think this is my favorite one I've seen.
I would very much agree, because it's tied to the team. It's tied to an iconic thing from the team. And what else would you do with the Red Sox?
And he doesn't creep me out.
Yeah.
I'm thinking A minus probably.
Clean.
Honestly, I think my biggest overall criticism is that they have the same hat for 4 of their jerseys. And I want to see more variety.
It's an all-right hat, but
yeah.
Let's go B. I don't know that I can go for B plus with a team that has the same hat for 4 of them. Like it is a nice hat, but
yeah. Okay, Salem Red Sox. I hate it. There's already the Red Sox. You don't just get to copy their homework.
Oh, don't worry. There's another one.
Red Sox.
Oh wow, this is
this is rough.
They're not gonna get good.
I think you end up with like a D or something.
We'll go solid D.
Okay.
You can't just copy the homework of other people. That's not how it works.
And then that's just a W too. The Worcester Red Sox. Yeah, that's probably like high C.
It might be at the top of C tier, but I think that's where it lands.
Yeah.
The White Sox.
Oh no.
It is So I don't know if Red Sox or White Sox was first, but it is funny they also kept up the like SOX spelling where they were like. So the team name, I think we just run back the same.
Yeah, what did we give the Red Sox?
Was it D?
I think I'm down, regardless.
I think it was D-.
Yeah, D-.
Sure.
But they also had the name before the Red Sox, so up to you if you want to change it
Sox
for
are
that.
normally white. I'll give them a D.
We'll bump them up slightly for more originality.
Yeah. This is an F minus.
That is.
Yeah, they need all of the credit they can get.
This is an F minus.
Yeah, this is what we've done in the past. So
yeah.
You need to pick a color.
A color.
Also, you want to learn what Southpaw is? Because MLB.com did an interview with him and gave an answer.
We can
Some people think I'm an alligator, frog, or even a dirty sock. Those are all really silly, and I'm none of those. I'm just a big fuzzy green dude that loves the Chicago White Sox.
And all of the hats are pretty clean, and they had one more than the Red Sox did. So I'll give them that.
It's a better Red Sox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Out of these, I think the Cannonballers is my favorite.
The Cannonballers I actually like quite a bit.
They're pretty solid. I'm not really feeling the Dash or the Barons.
The Barons are better than the Dash, but I agree. And then the Charlotte Knights are pretty solid. Like they're that's good.
Yeah. Overall, though, maybe like just a straight B.
Yeah, I think straight B. They have 2 good ones and 2 bad ones. So it's definitely C, I think.
I think so. And I think they are better than the Red Sox.
You think better than the Sox?
I think so. Guardians.
I think I like
I
that.
vibe with it, especially if it ties into the city.
It sounds good. It ties into the city. It's recognizable. It's like there's a lot of good there. I like that quite a bit, I think.
Ooh, their secondary is really nice.
Yeah, the letter is lame. It's just a letter. But
yeah,
this is pretty solid.
I love that secondary, actually.
It is based on the Guardian statues, which I'm gonna put a picture.
This might be an A+ logo individually for me. But since I have to also consider this, it might be like an A- in general, or it's nothing about Slider I like.
I just want to stop looking at him. Can we just do F and move on?
I'm down for F and moving on.
That's fair.
This is all very boring for me. They didn't do much interest. They didn't do basically anything interesting at all. Like,
I don't want to go D because none of them actually look bad.
That's fair.
Genuinely, none of these are bad jerseys. They're just pretty uninspired.
Yeah.
So.
Fair enough. Okay.
I
honestly like
these.
all of those. Are you down to go A+?
I was gonna say, yeah.
Those are all really solid names and logos.
Yeah.
Like
all of them tried.
Yeah.
That's a weird one to rank because they have a lot of highs
all
and
over
a
the
lot
place.
of lows.
Their name and their logos were solid. Not this, but the secondary logo was amazing, and then their minor league teams were incredible. But that's as high as we can go. For me, the Tigers are about as cliche and high schooly as you can get.
For sure.
Ooh, they have 2 colors.
Blue and orange.
There we go. Okay. I think for not including black or white in there, I'm down to give them a B-. I respect the innovation.
Respect the hustle.
So. Okay.
Detroit.
D. Is there a T somewhere in there that I'm missing?
No. It's just an old-timey D.
Yeah, it's
just a fancy D.
Not a fan of it just being a letter. It is pretty stylized. I think D for Detroit.
D for Detroit. Yeah, there we go.
I think he's a little bit too derpy for me, but he's close.
I don't know how I feel. Yeah, I don't think I like the beard.
I think he just needs a couple tweaks, but I like the...
He looks like Tigger's trailer park uncle. All right. Is it just these 2? Oh,
yeah. And one of them is like one of the few remaining one-letter logos on a jersey.
I will say I do like said it earlier. I like the stripe down the middle that like outlines the buttons, but just having two takes you down quite a bit.
Like you had 5 out of 5 possible jerseys. You used two of them.
2 slots,
and neither of them are great.
I'm down to go D- since they only used 2.
Yeah. I like all the ones. Flying Tigers is the worst out of those.
Well, yeah, because it's just tigers.
Yeah. But I really like all the other 3. The Whitecaps are nice.
I would maybe give them an A.
Yeah, I think an A is fine because even though the Flying Tigers is kind of copying their homework, them being flying I think makes it different enough that I would go for it. Are they better than the Red Sox?
No.
All right, so they're bottom of C then.
They're bottom C. I think they're kind of on the
C
border
gatekeepers
of C and D, but
that is one of the few things I know about baseball is the Astros scandal kind of.
I didn't know super much about the details, but I did know there was a scandal.
And then after the scandal, the apologies were among the worst I've ever heard. The owner did not apologize. The players said, I'm sorry, but so what? Who cares? And then the opposing players who said that, like, it was pretty disrespectful to the sport. One of them called him a whiny bitch. So, yeah, not really apologetic, and nobody really likes them still.
Yeah, they, I think, rightfully have gotten a lot of hate since then.
Yeah. 3 colors!
Let's go.
Woo! Granted, the orange and the slightly less orange yellow are pretty close to each other, but
no, that's what you need though. It's just like
it's
a little bit
an
of an accent.
Yeah.
So the big thing I'm seeing is just like logos. I don't think logos should have the full team name in the logo.
Yeah, well, like,
because it's supposed to be like small and recognizable.
Yeah, small, but like that's not incredibly readable if I see it on a hat on someone like super far away.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel that recognizable.
It feels like they weren't
or
confident
iconic.
enough in the star and the H, which is probably fair because that's not great. So they were like, well, we can just surround that and say the name of the team, and that'll help out. This guy is goofy.
He is goofy. It is not wanting me to move orbit
I
text box around.
I kind of vibe with how goofy he is, though.
So maybe like
he's kind of a fun guy. I could go B+.
B+, yeah.
Because his ears are like planets, kind of.
Yeah, I like
Yeah, he's alien themed.
Yeah.
It's alien themed. It's a little bit of a theme as opposed to like Southpaw.
Yeah.
Or Slider.
Yeah, I vibe with Orbit.
Both of these are so good.
Space City is by far my favorite I've seen of all the jerseys so far.
Yeah. I'm thinking like maybe B+, A-.
I'm good with B. Honestly, I'll go A-. The other ones are solid. There's nothing I dislike, and the Space City ones are like really solid.
And I will say the H and star looks pretty clean just on the hat.
Yeah,
so
it does.
I will say that. Okay. Minor league teams.
The Fayetteville Woodpeckers, the Asheville Tourists, which is a weird frozen
moon
golf ball.
I think of it as a moon, but I think it's probably a golf ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's some circle.
Corpus Christi Hooks and Sugarland Space Cowboys. Bro, the Space Cowboys logo is sick, man.
I genuinely like all of these a lot.
I might go A+.
I think I'm down to go A+ again. These minor league teams have been doing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that minor league teams are allowed to be a bit more goofy, and it really allows creativity to be shown.
Yeah,
in the
for sure.
logos.
Well, I mean, these logos and stuff are a good example of like what we've kind of been looking for in these tier lists. Is like
recognizability.
Going for something
you have a vision
unique.
and you accomplish it.
Yeah. All right. So, this is they have a solid showing
They
here.
do
though.
have. This is an extremely
I think
solid
this
showing.
is easily an A.
I think this might be S. 2 A pluses, 2 A minuses.
Royals.
I don't think I love it.
I don't love it.
I
but
don't
it's
think
not
I hate
bad.
it either. Yeah.
Solid B.
Oh, I think for more middle, I'd go maybe like C plus or C.
C plus. Yeah, let's go C plus.
Yeah, it doesn't go with the blue. I don't think it's a bad color.
No.
I don't think it goes with the blue that well. So I'll go C because we
C,
gave
yeah.
worse two color ones C minus. So this is a C.
I'd agree with that.
It's not my favorite, but it's at least a little neat. This is so bad though. It's just a K and a C.
Neither of them are great. And the primary one is the worst one. I'm gonna go.
Either C minus or D plus is what I'm thinking.
I'm good with D plus. I think this is a pretty weak showing for logos.
That is a really weak showing, I will agree. Okay.
The crown. See, this is what I'm talking about with the Kings
LA
hockey
Kings,
team.
yeah.
Like the crown is part of his head, and he's still like lion-like for like King of the Jungle.
I think I like this guy a lot.
I like Slugger.
Yeah, you gotta pronounce all of them.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
What did you say for it?
I said A minus.
I think I want to go A. I like
I'm good with
Slugger
that.
a lot.
Yeah, we'll go A. Slugger is solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, the baby blues are probably my favorite here.
I would agree. Baby blue and this hat are the two standout things that I like.
Yeah. Maybe just like a straight B minus.
B minus, I'm good with. Then we have the minor league team.
Columbia Fireflies, the Quad City River Bandits, the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, and the Omaha Storm Chasers. Still overall really good.
Maybe A?
I'll go A minus.
Okay.
I think there's been better ones, but they are really solid.
The Storm Chasers are sick, and the River Bandits are sick. And I like the Fireflies a lot too, but we can go A minus.
I think they're.
Okay, well, I think that kind of averages out to B somewhere.
I think maybe higher than Orioles.
Yeah. I think probably higher than Orioles. The mascot carries a lot there. The Angels
Nobody in
and-
LA thinks about them as LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even beyond just this redundancy of LA Angels, it's
Yeah.
so bad in every way. I'm gonna force you to put in F.
Okay,
I'm fine with it in F.
I'll
I
allow
don't
it.
have a
I'll allow
problem with that.
an executive decision by Ryan. It's red, white, blue, but then white and silver got an accent, and we got an accent red. So it's so much better than just the red, white, and blues.
I am not a big fan. Just a beveled A with a halo.
I feel like it's also this might just be me, but I have never once realized that it's a halo, and I feel like it's colored poorly to like make that clear. So
They used to have it gold.
yeah, and I think
Yeah,
that would
gold,
probably be
if
better.
you want it to be a halo, but like it's just like you could do a cool logo of an angel, like for sure.
Also, very true. Angels are like cool, and so
Like there are some teams who, based on the team name, it's like I don't really know what you would do for a logo besides just lettering, but like they could do a cool logo.
you don't
that's an
think the
angel.
White Sox could just do a white sock?
Well, that's what the Red Sox did.
Yeah.
Like bro, like
Yeah.
an angel with a baseball bat would actually kind of
Yeah, there's a
hard.
lot of missed potential here. So
I'm gonna be a little harsh. I kind of want to go D minus.
I'm down to go D minus. This isn't great. This is not a good logo. They could have done so much better. That's such a unique idea. I like it quite a bit.
Well, the thing I'm thinking though is if he's not at most of the games,
It's
like
just the graphic that plays every game.
so then it's
Yeah,
mostly
then it's-
just like a GIF.
That's fair.
Which
A
like
20-year-old GIF.
yeah. So
I do love the uniqueness, I will say. But I think I would like it more if they paired it with another
yeah, because
mascot that
that's
could
what
be
I'm saying is
there.
like none of this actually prevents you from just having an actual mascot as well.
I
Okay.
also think a darker base or something would make the logo pop more.
Yeah, a black hat I think could work really well with
Yeah.
the logo.
Overall, I'm really not a huge fan of
Not
anything
really
they're really
vibing
doing.
with any of these.
Maybe like D plus.
I think C minus.
C minus. Okay.
Inland Empire 66ers, the Tri-City Dust Devils, the Rocket City Trash Pandas, and the Salt Lake Bees.
Alright.
Ooh, okay. Interesting. So I like the creativity. The Trash Pandas are the only logo I'm actually really vibing with.
I think I might even go B.
I'm good with B.
There's enough that I don't like love,
Yeah.
and the rest of them have been really solid.
I think B for Salt Lake Bees.
Yeah, B for Trash Bandas. Yeah, I think they're a little bit above Detroit, but I think the Red Sox and White Sox beat them out a little bit. So
I think that tracks.
I like the Twins somewhat. I like the fact that it has a city tie. I like the fact that it's recognizable and very punchy. But what I don't like is that there's not a vision for it. Like for me, that doesn't give a strong image or like brand.
Right.
So like it's just kind of a word.
Maybe just B then.
B. I'm down for B. I am not a fan of either.
I kind of don't like either of these.
The fact that they have a letter and the letter just stands for the word cities.
Yeah. Also, when I look at that, I kind of read it as CT, not TC.
Also true. The C is more left.
I'm kind of good with an F plus. Like I feel like neither of them really do anything.
They have two bad logos, so the fact that you can't even do anything reasonable with one is rough.
Yeah,
that's very unfortunate because they just rebranded this last offseason.
Oh gosh,
they should have tried harder.
Yeah, they should have done better. Besides the fact that there's like some Bears in Minnesota, I don't think there's a super strong tie.
How did they not do the like brain dead obvious thing of just having two identical mascots?
Yeah.
Like that feels so free.
It's so that's so easy. You just have two. I do like
my favorite is the
have three
cream, I would say.
My favorite is the cream, and I like that they at least have three versions of the hats. None of them super stand out to me as like incredible though it's like the logo is not helping there.
Yeah,
I don't know, I might go like C minus.
I just go straight
C. Okay,
yeah,
I think that's fair.
The Fort Myers Mighty Muscles, the Cedar Rapids Colonels, the Wichita Wind Surge, and the St. Paul Saints. St. Paul Saints, not a fan at all. I can barely even read their logo.
I hate their logo. I actually don't hate the name because it's St. Paul. Like, that's actually a little bit fun, but it's much less fun than something like the Colonels.
I'm good with overall going with just a flat B.
I would say B minus for me. The other ones have been so good.
Yeah,
and so
I could
compared
B
to
minus,
them,
yeah.
this set feels like a B minus for me. So I think it's definitely correct that they're under Cleveland and above the White Sox, but I don't know which one I would put them in.
Let's just go bottom of B.
Okay. The Yankees. Very iconic team.
They have a strict no beard policy? That's crazy. Which resulted in the team benching their longtime captain, Don Mattingly, for growing out his hair. That's insane.
That is crazy.
Indeed it is. I hate it so much.
Yankees.
Yeah.
They will just bench you like for the entire time.
That's crazy. There's some great like sports beards.
There are like
Yeah, and they've been shaved when they've gotten traded to the Yankees.
Yankees on its own. I think it's unique, but I think it's the thing for me of like it doesn't put a picture in my head. Like it's just a word that like is like it's unique in that I don't think of any other teams, but I don't really think of anything in particular.
I
It's
mean, I
just
think of like the Revolutionary War.
Yeah, but that's not like super specific.
Sure, yeah, I agree.
I'm good to go like B plus.
Maybe B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't like lettering in general. I think it's a pretty weak way to do a logo.
C minus?
I think that's too generous. I think we do D plus.
D plus. Okay, I'm down.
No mascot. Okay, so
Oh,
it'll
it's like
be
the
in
Rangers.
It'll be an F
What is
minus.
it with New York and not having mascots?
So it'll definitely be an F minus, but we'll read about their.
This
own
one's
mascot.
very interesting.
Yeah, so they had one named Dandy from 79 to 81, styled after team captain Thurman Munson, who died in a plane crash weeks after the mascot debuted.
Oh,
that's so rough.
Unfortunate.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
rough.
That's a rough story, but the fact of the matter is they have no mascot currently, so that's an F minus.
No mascot equals an F minus.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys aren't that cool. Calm down. You don't get to two jerseys, one hat.
Is this also an F minus?
You guys are not that cool. Like, calm down.
F-. And then their minor league team.
The Tampa Tarpons, the Hudson Valley Renegades, Somerset Patriots, and the Scranton's Wilkes-Barre Rail Raiders.
Riders.
Oh, Rail Riders.
Rail Raiders would be cooler.
That does sound cooler. They did not want to make that one easy to say.
The Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders, yeah. Definitely not worse than Boston, but still pretty bad.
Thinking maybe just C.
I kind of want to go C minus.
I'm good with C minus. I think this is the first D tier.
It's definitely D. It's easily D.
So I guess the Red Sox won the rivalry.
I guess so.
Yeah. The fact that they had no mascot and 2 uniforms, 1 hat is just...
I get that they're iconic, but like at a certain point, you have to actually try. Like you can't just be like, "Well, we're the coolest." We'll see at the end, but we might need to do a bonus tier below D that's D, but they don't let people have facial hair.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Alright, so the Athletics, though.
Not a big fan. It is unique, but again, doesn't put an image in my mind at all.
Yeah.
And it doesn't just, like, it's... There's nothing interesting about... Like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a reason it's constantly shortened to A's, which is that
Yeah.
it doesn't matter that it's the Athletics.
There's nothing interesting or important about the Athletics being the name. Yeah.
I'd probably go C minus, I think. A lot of teams like doing the, like...
Double circle?
Yeah. Which I don't know how I feel about in general.
Yeah, again, it's like we said about the other one. I don't remember what team it was.
It just seems more like a sticker than a logo.
It feels more like a sticker than a logo. But what would you do with the Athletics? There's not much else you can do. And I do think I like it better than just being an A or an OA. So I'll give them props for not doing that, but it's still not great.
Maybe C plus?
I'll go C plus. I think that's fair.
I like the green hat, yellow brim with the white jerseys. I think that actually
That's a solid combo.
works really well.
I generally like this set a fair amount. Like, it's nothing's incredible to me, but it's consistently, like, solid. I'm thinking either B plus or A minus.
I think I'm down for A minus.
Okay. Stockton Ports. That's a bit mid. Rockhounds. I like the name. The logo's decent. Lugnuts.
I kind of like it. It's really goofy.
I like it. I don't love the logo.
And
then the aviators are really solid.
Solid. Maybe either A- or B+.
I think B+ for me. Yeah, I think that's pretty solidly an A tier. Like, it's pretty easily over the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah.
Like, there's a pretty large gap here. So,
yeah,
I think easily you throw it into A tier, and then it's solid. Seattle Mariners.
Very unique. Has a picture. I think an A- maybe.
I would go A-. I would go A if it didn't sound too much like marinara. Ooh,
Seattle has good colors.
Seattle has good colors.
I'm good with A+ on this.
I'm down for an A+.
I just really like that, like, green, blue, like, look. I like the compass kind of vibe.
Yeah, the compass is cool. Again, it's a little uninspired with the circle and the Seattle Mariners, like, and the lettering. But I do like the compass baseball, I will say.
Yeah,
maybe like a B?
I want B-. There's just something off about, like, the proportions of the S to the compass that just doesn't, like, work for me.
I'm down. I that makes sense to me. I'm down for a B-. I don't think I love Mariner Moose. I don't really like the name.
I get what they were going for, but I feel like they didn't try hard enough. Like, they didn't get all the way there.
Yeah. Okay, these, I just love the color, but I like the alternates a lot.
City Connect. Oh, a thing like upside down trident hat is pretty cool.
Ooh, yeah. Overall, this is a really solid showing.
I'm thinking maybe A-.
I might go A. Oh, like,
I could go A.
I like the teal brim. I like these hats a lot. I like this uniform a lot. The City Connect is solid.
Yeah,
so
I could go A. It's very
there's
solid.
enough that I really like there to go A.
Oh, the Modesto nuts. The Everett.
You know what he's thinking.
The Everett Aqua Sox. The Arkansas Travelers and the Tacoma Rainiers. What the heck, Tacoma? You brought down the vibe.
The Travelers is not a great name, I will say.
Not a great name. Cool logo, though.
Aqua Sox is just wild. I don't know.
And then why is it a frog?
I've been asking myself that for a long time.
Nothing is super cohesive here. Not between each other, but just between itself.
Yeah,
like,
the Modesto Nuts are the only one who's, like, knew what they wanted.
Yeah. Nothing is incredible. It's very unique, but...
Yeah. Maybe just straight C?
I'm down for a C. And as Ryan said earlier, I think the team name and team logo are two of the most important things, and Seattle blows the A's out of the water for those.
Yeah.
Was there anything specific
Yeah,
that
no, I'm
brought
good
the
with them.
A's over the Seattle for you?
I'm good with them jumping the A's, actually.
Okay. Come on. There we go. This makes sense to me. They're below the Astros, but above the A's. I think I like that. And now we're talking about the A's, but now we have the Rays. So for the Rays, I think I like it. I think I like it quite a bit. So
I'm good with an A. I don't think it's an A+.
I would agree. I'll go for an A. The colors. Ooh,
I like those
I
colors.
like those a lot.
I'm good with
A plus, one of the two. Let's look at Seattle's because we gave an A plus, I think, to Seattle, or maybe an A. But
I'm good with an A+ for the Rays.
A plus for the Rays on the colors. Okay. I am not a fan of these logos.
And then the TB is
just lettering. It's not even that stylized. It's just a tiny bit of a a backdrop of the blue.
Yeah.
A fan. C plus? Is that too harsh? Is that not harsh enough? I don't know.
Good D.
D. Okay. So did they really do like nothing with stingrays? They could have had such a cool like stingray logo. You have a stingray and this on the back of the stinger part of the stingray. Like, I feel like you could have done so much and it would be so cool.
Yeah.
But you have DJ Kitty and Raymond. I don't
B minus
think,
maybe.
I don't think I'd go higher than C plus for these two.
I could do C plus for these guys.
Ooh, okay. I like the alternates that are throwbacks to the old things. Oh,
That's
Yeah.
so much better.
and this logo looks so good.
Yes, everybody loves it. They also had a black version of it.
Dang.
That's so sick.
That's
Why?
so much
And
better
this
than
is
what they
so
have.
disappointing compared to this.
That's
I think it's fine, but the old one's like probably the best look in baseball history.
yeah.
And they just got rid of it, and it's sad.
Well, they also had no success, and beyond just no success, like they were the worst team in baseball for like their first decade of existence. In the first year with the Rays name and logo, they went to the World Series. So
The hat, I mean, it's just a blue hat with the main TB logo, which I don't love. Like tuberculosis, you know.
oh no,
The tuberculosis rate.
I might go A.
A minus. I
A
think.
minus. Okay.
If they had just like a black hat or something, I might bump them up.
Yeah. And then minor league teams. We have the Charleston River Dogs, the Montgomery Biscuits,
My man's is vibing.
the Bowling Green Hot Rods, and the Durham Bulls. Yeah, so Bowling Green, not great. The Montgomery Biscuits is, I can't tell how I feel about it.
love it.
You
I
love the
don't know if I
Montgomery
should
Biscuits?
love it, but I do love it. The other ones are pretty
I'm
solid.
thinking either B or B minus.
We'll go B.
Okay.
Well, I think to be consistent, I think they slip. They're either top of B or bottom of A. And
I think
they're
maybe bottom of A, and I'm fine with them being below the A's.
Yeah.
So,
The Rays and the A's are in A tier. So,
yeah. The Texas Rangers.
Right. So, like the Minnesota Twins, they were initially the Washington Senators. Wait, both teams were initially the Washington Senators? How does
they
that...
were different iterations.
Oh, the Washington Senators happened twice, and then... That's weird. Okay.
That
Yeah.
is interesting.
It is.
As a 1961 expansion team which relocated in 72. Previously owned by George W. Bush? What?
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay, and then they're... Did he own them while he was president?
I believe so.
That's wild.
I know it was before presidency
That's
as
crazy.
well.
So the Rangers. I like the Rangers in Texas more than New York, I will
Agreed.
say. And I think we gave New York like a B minus. So
Maybe B plus.
B plus for the Texas Rangers. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but it's a similar thing. It's blue and red. This is
Classic blue-red.
That's C minus because we said we won't go lower than C minus if you have two colors.
Yeah, I think we do C minus.
So okay, they at least have a baseball. I
will say of the like double circle, I like this one because
they
have two
they have
colors.
the star, the two colors, and it's like a Texas-y font. Like
Yeah.
everything about this, I like way more than
and
the
other ones.
like the Astros, the Mariners, and the Athletics with the similar thing they have going on.
Yeah.
So
I didn't realize how many baseball teams like doing the double circle though.
double circle is pretty cool.
It's a good generic logo.
Yeah.
Um.
And then the T is just the T. I mean,
Yeah.
but with this being like the best one of those we've seen, is it maybe just like a B?
I think so.
Okay.
Just a solid B.
Cool. Then we have the mascot, Rangers captain.
There's a horse who has a jaw that can eat people.
Better rate him highly. Just saying.
Okay, I don't think I will. We can settle on maybe like B.
Okay.
I said I was gonna defer to you, but I couldn't go A minus.
Oh, I like the amount of different hats
They have 4 different hats. Let's go.
I really like these jerseys. Again, the weakest one is the gray, which is just the case with like every team.
For me, this is an A+.
I think I
They
agree.
have 4 hats. They have some solid jerseys. The hats are solid too. I think for me, this is an A+.
I think we have an A+ on the hats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Down Eastwood Ducks, the Frisco Rough Riders, the Hickory Crawdads, and the Round Rock Express.
I like the Wood Ducks a lot. I like the Express a lot. And the Crawdads are solid.
Not a fan of the Rough Riders.
Not a fan of the Rough Riders.
So maybe B or B+.
I would say
thinking?
B+.
B+.
The 2 best ones are really solid for me. This is, an exceptionally easy B tier. So let's drop them
And I think
in.
they beat the Royals.
Texas Rangers. They beat the Royals? Yeah, I think so.
I think they're top of B tier.
Top of B tier makes sense to me, but they're not A tier. I think for Blue Jays, similar to Orioles, I like it a fair amount.
It's unique enough, and the like automatic abbreviation to Jays I think is cool and works well. Maybe A-.
Blue and red, but they have an accent.
The accent blue does a lot.
So blue and red typically is a C-. How much does the accent bring them up?
I'm going to either C+ or B-. I like that logo a lot.
I like that logo a lot, and considering it's one of the only
actual
logos, I might just have to give it an A+.
I'm down to go A+. Well, and even it's clearly a Blue Jay, and they have the Canada for Toronto.
Yeah,
so
it's the 2 main things.
I'm down to go A+ for the Jays
A+.
logo.
Ooh, Ace is nice. I like Ace quite a bit.
He's repping the Canadian currency right there.
The Canadian currency.
I like the way oversized chain with the currency.
Chain.
That's funny.
Yeah, I like it.
He normally doesn't wear it, but I had
know,
to share that picture.
Yeah, no,
That's
fair.
fun.
Is that like a A- for Ace?
I think just A.
A for Ace.
A for Ace. We're
Okay.
getting very alliterative.
We are getting very alliterative.
I do really like just the choice to include the logo on each of the jerseys, because a ton of teams going through, it's just the name. Like, there's no logo
this
on
is
it.
either an A or an A+.
I'm down with A+. This is one of my
A+.
the best sets that I've seen.
And then minor league teams. Oh no, they did the Red Sox thing.
The copycats.
No.
Dang, this is like a rough set of... Alright, so they have the Dunedin Blue Jays.
The Canadians?
The Vancouver Canadians. The New Hampshire Fisher Cats. And the Buffalo Bisons. This is probably the worst
This is
set
like a D-.
of minor league ones that we've seen, maybe.
For me, this is like a D-, I think.
There's a bunch of... They're just very uninspired. The only one that's like decent... The Fisher Cats is a cool name, but it's a very uninspired logo. And the Buffalo...
Takeoff likes it.
You like it? I don't think it looks bad.
It looks
but like,
decent,
if
but
you
again,
look at
it's
most
just lettering.
Of the, it's just lettering, and most of the minor league teams
with
have
a
like
tail.
Really saucy logos.
Yeah,
so.
compared to like when you take a look at like the Wood Ducks, the Express, the Montgomery Biscuits, the Modesto
Biscuits.
Nuts. Yeah. But just compared to all of those other things, it's not
it
great.
Falls a little flat. So I'm kind of down for like a D-.
D-,
maybe.
yeah.
But with 4 A's, I think they do still end up in A tier.
I think they
It's
end up
just-
in S tier.
With a D?
With 4 A's? I don't think the
Well, I guess
Astros had 4
let me just
A's.
decide if I think they're better than the Mariners.
Well, let's take a look at the Mariners. So that is the gatekeeper. So when we compare all of their things, we have the colors. The Mariners are a bit definitely better on the colors, but I think the name is
I would go
name
to the Blue Jays.
I would go to the Blue Jays.
Jerseys, I think I'd also go to the Blue Jays.
To the Blue
I
Jays.
guess that's fair.
The minor leaguers, I would go to the Mariners, but and the logo easily goes to the Blue Jays.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well
then,
yeah.
Do they pass the Astros?
I guess let's take a look at the Astros.
For our final spot.
We gotta. This is not the Astros. I missed them.
Oh, you passed them. Above the Royals. Above the Tigers. Oh, no,
they're there.
Yeah, right there.
Who's National? Yeah, it's one there earlier.
Okay, there we go. So the colors I would probably give to the Jays.
I think so. Logo's definitely Jays.
Logo Jays. Mascot Jays. Uniforms Jays. So everying besides the minor leaguers.
Yeah, I think I
would go to the Jays.
Yeah, I think Blue Jays top of S
And
tier.
I generally think minor league teams have the lowest weight out of the categories. Like, we don't generally weight them a ton, but if I had to weight them, they would have the lowest weight because it's the minor league teams as opposed to the actual team. So yeah, I think the Blue Jays, they had a really solid showing here with Ace, those colors, the Blue Jay, the logo, all of it is great, and these are great uniforms. So
yeah,
for the tier list, I think the Blue Jays make it out into S above the Astros. So
and Yankees solo in D tier.
And Yankees are solo in D tier. Here, I'll update it. D, and they don't let their players have beards.
Yeah.